They're an Austrian problem, not a German problem. No longer getting the effects of settlers leaving the Neuwelt, which is people moving down to South Africa, which is why I really want to try and get South Africa on our side, if possible. Alright, so those are done. Undefeated army. Yes, that's definitely what we are. Let's go and get the industry research. Alsace ultimatum after months of low-intensity skirmishes and diplomatic game playing on the German-French border. There it is. The two behemoths are poised on the edge of potentially the most brutal conflict mankind has known since the dark days of the Weltkrieg. And the world is on a precipice. Oh look, it's Donut Hungary. No, it's not. It's Austria. Iskalat Republic has joined the Third Internationale. Iskalat Republic? Who on earth is the Iskalat Republic? Latvia. Oh, it is. Oh, goody. Germany has an unguarded border up here now. Marvellous. Strong Belgian influence. The Association de Colon du Congo, which represents the Belgian and French investors in our territories, has gained more influence over our government, which means more and more of industry is in their hands. However, this enhances our ability to exploit the full natural wealth of Africa. British influence. Replace strong British influence with just British influence. So their British influence has gone down. Yeah. Means I get some of my consumer goods factories back, which means I get some of my civilian factories. That's good. Second Weltkrieg. The Weltkrieg claimed the lives of countless young men from all over the world in a conflict on an industrial scale, but it appears that even that nightmare could not deter man's lust for blood. After over 20 years of proxy warfare, diplomatic pressure and political squabbles, the uneasy peace between Germany and France has broken down. These two great powers are now mobilizing their armies in preparation for a war the likes of which the world has never seen. New guns, planes, ships, tanks, and deadlier weapons still will see their first use on the battlefield as open warfare begins once more in Europe. For the Germans and the French, there can be only one end now. Victory or destruction. Well, the first thing I want to do is send out my boats to do my bit to patrol my seas. And we're going to say go ahead and repair, but split off. Also, how did you all get damaged? And I'm a puppet, so I will accept. Which is something I think should happen anyway. You should just get an automatic call if you're a puppet. You can't say no. Okay, so the French are attacking en masse right now. Oh man, it's the Dutch borders as well. Oof. I'm wondering if I should just send these guys over to Germany now. How many shipyards do I have? None. Oh, that's why they weren't repairing. Right. Yeah, I think I've got to try to get them over there somehow. You and you. Actually, I'm going to leave the motorized at home, but the infantry I'm going to send over. And you are going to be commanded by Hippel. Though actually, you have no traits. Because you've already taken Guerrilla Fighter and Camouflage Expert. You have Guerrilla Fighter as a brilliant strategist. Ah. I mean, stat-wise, you are my best commander. Trait-wise, you are far away from it. Fine. Alright. Let's see if we can get over there. I'm also going to go, oh, Germany. I get some convoys. No. 9! Fine. Yeah, I probably should build a dockyard so I can do some repairs at the very least. You're not wrong. Over here is where my infrastructure is best, except I've already built all the stuff in Dar es Salaam, because I am apparently silly. We'll go ahead and put it in Cameroon. Get that done first. Denmark joined the Reichspakt. Denmark is called in. Right, and I should probably assign actual commanders to these units now that they're ready to go. Our cautious panzer leader is going to be in charge of the tank divisions and the militia. Detzner. And we got some more motorized for you to have. Cool. So let's have those train up to scratch. And September 39, I think at this point we can go ahead and get the improved computing machine. We're going to run out of oil soon. So I might need to import oil for a short time until the Nigerian oil can be set up. But that's going to be my next priority. And I have enough here to do some other things. Solidify control, change popularity of paternal autocracy. We're at 2% stability. Oh no, the danger zone's minus 40, it's not 30. We're fine. And we can go war economy. Can we go total mobilization? We need a lot more war support. That's gonna go up. So yes, we're gonna go war economy because it's Kaiserreich and you get the stepped changes, not the all or nothing change, which is still considered to be silly. Alright. Which faction are we fighting? Third International, the syndicalists. Volunteers arrived home. Join that army. Because the nice thing about being down in Mittelafrika is we have absolutely nothing to do with the Third International in this region. A little enclave there, but as soon as the Entente joins the war, they'll take that. So we can focus all of our effort on helping Germany. The Iskolat Republic has capitulated. Well, they didn't last for very long. They were rather isolated, though. Excavation. Cool. 39. We are still waiting for that, so I'm not going to start on the construction yet. I think I am going to research logistics though, because logistics is going to be a problem for me. Because I don't have very many convoys with which to get supply. So if it gets intercepted and sunk, I'm screwed. 11 days of fuel. I think I'm going to need to go ahead and just go ahead and buy one. Thankfully that can come overland. Long way, but it can come overland. Oh, actually, Gulf of Guinea is no longer danger zone. In fact, Gulf of Guinea is one of the safer areas now. Socialist Republic of Italy has joined the Third International. So now the Italian Federation is going to be under increasing pressure. Am I still lend-leasing anyone? No. Should I be? No, at this point I think I need to be focused on building my own units and then sending them abroad. Because now... Excuse me. Manpower pool is one of the big advantages I have. And I really need some more convoys. Actually, Canada. You interested in giving me some convoys? We really don't like each other. Yes! Oh, heck yeah! Canada! My bros! Always rely on the Canadians. The colony creating units to send abroad. I mean, that happened extensively. India had over 1 million troops in Second World War, fighting for the British. Many of them in Africa. Kingdom of Georgia has joined the Reichspakt. Socialist Republic of Italy has joined the Escolat Republic. Russia intervenes. Russia declares war on Georgia. Russia declares war on Germany. This is one of those things I really dislike. They really need to split Russia up more, so it takes time to actually recover for them. Relations between Russia and Germany have been poor ever since the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk, widely considered a national humiliation by the former, tore and transformed the lands under her rule into the German client states. Russia is a rump state. Yeah, but Russia opens up enough of a second front that Germany inevitably just dies, because this was already a stalemate. I very rarely see Germany actually succeed in Kaiserreich nowadays. Although I admit, with new patch, might be a different balance. I doubt it, but it might be. Especially when Russia joins CoPro, which they have not done this time around. The Moscow Accord. In my last No Step Back Kaiserreich game, Germany just steamrolled Russia. Really? It was the Indians who finally managed to take Monte Cassino in Italy. I know that the Gurkhas were really active in Monte Cassino. Much more so than I'd realised. And also, I have a feeling like I'm just getting to the bit where Bill Slim in Second World War channel was sent to Burma. And I have a feeling that Bill Sim's, part of his reason for his great success was the fact that he had like 40,000 Gurkhas fighting for him. Like the biggest portion of the Gurkhas were fighting for William Slim in Burma. The Canadian Rad Gamer, speaking of the Canadians, thank you very much for the follow, welcome to the channel. And Hegger wants me to drink some tea. Cheers. Well, we have all of the infantry underway now. It's going to be quite a long time before they arrive, but they are en route. We have roughly half the anti-air stuff that we need. And once we arrive on this front, we should be in a position to gain quite a lot of experience pretty quickly, and then we can start working on the doctrines. Meanwhile, Sweden and Norway are fighting each other. I could, I guess, go and help Sweden. Or Finland. Oh, Finland's on our side. Okay, that opens up more of a front against the Russians. Just need to see if my units even arrive. And at some point, it's going to be Canada versus the Commonwealth States of America, I think. The fall of the Rashidi Emirate. Although successful in a duel against the Wahhabist threat, the House of Rashid has long been under pressure from the powerful urban notables and families pushing for the abolishment of the absolutist rule in Hail. Underestimating this threat, it now seems the Al-Saban family has launched a coup, deposing the rulers of Hail and crowning themselves as the new emirs of Arabia. The Sublime Porte has thus far refrained from recognizing the authority of these new rulers, claiming the only legitimate emir of the House of Ibn Rashid. Whether they'll directly interfere in Arab politics is as yet unclear, but the event marks yet another breach in the Ottoman safety net. So far the Ottomans are holding okay. There are a lot of naval engagements going on. Oh, it's the Swedes fighting the Norwegians. Oh, dockyards. War Industries just required us to actually be at war. However, before we do that, we want to get the improved resource extraction so we can get that Nigerian oil. It is time to develop the means of the resource extraction even further. Man, you are intercepting a lot of stuff here, blimey. Norwegian and the Swedish... Sorry, the Danish and the Swedish navies fighting there against the Union of Britain. And I now have shipyards, and I can say I want convoys, but what I want even more is repairs. Non-aggression pact with the Italian Federation. Sure. I'm not sure why I can do that, because hello, puppet, Germany's in charge of my diplomacy. But sure. I am a puppet, right? Yeah, colonial government. I'm going to need some more oil. We are very nearly out. Buy some more. Cuba has a sizable navy. All of the Caribbean states do. Like the Caribbean Federation also has a sizable fleet. It's the one good thing about playing that. Kaiserreich in general. Like, there are actually a lot of players that have decent fleets. Can we become free? I don't think so. I mean, yes, actually we can. If Germany loses, then we become Germany. So maybe we want Germany to lose and finally do the Germany in Exile game. Except then we lose as well, because Germany takes over Mittelafrika. What are you lot? Okay, sailing up around that way. Bit of a weird route, but okay, I'll allow it. For now. Meanwhile, those Canadian transports arrived. Thanks, Canada. You're not on your way. Why not? Germany proposes a single currency. In the light of the consequences of Black Monday, the German government has come up with a new proposal to rejuvenate the continental economy. In order to meaningfully increase and simplify commerce and trade across the Reichspakt, they propose that the German currency, the mark, should become the accepted currency in all of Mitteleuropa. I'm actually wondering... No, I want to help bolster here. Yeah. I was wondering if I should send my troops to the Eastern Front. But I think the Western Front right now is in far more danger. We're not going to be that far away. Getting closer. Quite a lot of naval engagements going on in here, though. The entire High Seas fleet. Whoa, that's a defensive commander. Blimey. Well, I don't think I need to worry about moving through here with a level 10 defense guy around. So maybe my unit shipments will arrive just fine. It's possible. We're actually getting a lot of motorized. Let's go ahead and train another 3 sets of those. We need a lot more light tanks. That's fine. I can build more of them. Republic of Poland has joined the Reichspakt. Okay, good. So the Poles decided to join us, which is quite a significant number of troops added to the Reichspakt forces. Meanwhile, the first Middle African units are about to set foot in Europe. At this point, I think I can say, let's fully motorize. There's a lot of British subs looming around here, though. One cause for concern I certainly have. Right, we're going to take the 100% construction bonus so we can get the 1941 construction in 1940. That would be great. Transformer declared war on Russia. Kingdom of Spain has joined the... Kingdom of Spain? I guess they just renamed themselves. They are still very much Carlist Spain, though. Oh, jeez. Does it actually look like Norway's winning in Sweden? It certainly looks that way, doesn't it? They're even attacking Copenhagen, though not very successfully. Do I want to send my troops over to Sweden? Oh, a couple of you did get intercepted, unfortunately. I don't think I've ever seen Sweden lose this war. Especially with an actually loyal Denmark supporting them. Although that could just be because Denmark supported them. Supported. Oh, that Swedish-Danish rivalry. Defensive line around Stockholm. That's kind of what I'm thinking I might need to do. I'm going to wait until all of my troops arrive, but... yeah, maybe. Because we are also being pushed in here from the Netherlands. Like, one of the first places that the Third Internationale can often push into Germany is via the Netherlands. If we can plug that gap and stabilize it, then we might be alright. Meanwhile, we're actually really short on motorized now that I mechanized everything. I guess we weren't using the motorized when we were at sea, which makes sense. The men in the forest, chafing under restrictions, curfews, and random searches of the state emergency, men of Kyukyu, Enbu, and Meru ethnic communities have started leaving their homes and taking to the rugged hills and mountains of the Aberdare Range, Mount Kenya, and the Mao Escarpment. From there, they've begun an insurgency campaign against us and the British, targeting colonial civilians and soldiers alike, and using the most barbaric and brutal tactics imaginable. Send in the army! I mean, I actually have an army sitting right here. Oops, that has currently nothing better to do. I also have these guys who are in need of some practice. And we're going to go into the lowlands, I think. I'm going to change your colour to... yellow. No, green. Because your troops are green. Because you're only militias. You're not regular infantry. Like my European cadre. Cuba has joined the war. Can't lose. The Mau Mau War. News from the German colony of Mittelafrika is typically described as uneventful and positive. Colonial administrators painting a picture of the project as a powerful expression of German might. This colony's very existence now seems to be in jeopardy, however, as what German authorities previously described as small-scale dying conflict has violently erupted into war. In Kenya, a coalition of several different ethnicities have banded together in insurgency to expel the European settlers from the land. In response, Franz Ritter von Epp, the head of the colony, has sworn to restore order as Middle African units set off for war. I do. Where are those coming from? Random militia units. And Germany's joining the fight, though. Please don't get yourselves distracted. Empire of Japan declared war on Germany Asia. We're at war with Copro. In 1939. That's a really early Copro war. Wow. Over the last century, Asia has become a continent heavily dominated by Western powers, and though those exact powers have changed from London to Paris to Berlin, the fact has remained unchanged, much to the ire of Tokyo. Now, though, the status quo threatens to shatter as the Empire of Japan and the German Empire go to war. Despite hopes for peace, many have seen this turn as events as inevitable. Japanese plans for an Asia centered around itself were always incompatible with the German domination in the region, and with the West engulfed in crisis, Tokyo's leaders doubted whether another chance to realize these ambitions may appear. Whichever sides fortunes may favor, one thing is certain: Asia's future hangs in the balance. And this is a Japan who still hasn't beaten Qing, and is in fact, I think, being pushed back by Qing and Fentian. So that's a weak Japan. They don't have the Chinese resources. Okay, looks like things have stabilized out here. And we have one division still sailing in. You're late! Probably didn't have enough convoys at the time. Alright. It looks like Belgium is slowly but surely being whittled down. Non-aggression with Transamur, but war with Japan. Okay. Fuel refining. Okie dokie. So we're now fully on time with those. It is December 39, so we're on the verge of 1940. So I'm going to go ahead and say that we should go for these. Start building them. Hey, I'm here to once again make you want pizza. No! I mean, yes, I want pizza. But also, no, I'm streaming. I'm going to have pizza cravings while I'm streaming. Alright, so those tanks are still going. Are you guys ready? Not quite, and they're actually pushing out. Although you're actually pushing in, which I'm okay with. The Kingdom of Georgia has capitulated. No! Georgia! Sweet Georgia! Russia's kicking the living daylights out of them. So far, stable on the Eastern Front, more or less. The only place we're really caving is Sweden. And Belgium. Belgium's lost a fair amount. But we've stabilized the Dutch threat. I can upgrade basic guns to this. 0. I'm going to do it. Right, I do have some planes that are currently not doing anything. How about you guys attach yourselves to them until you get shot down. Phoenix Aurelius wants me to drink some tea. Thank you for that. Was that the last division of the former Indian Volunteers? No, because it was a militia unit, wasn't it? Infantry unit. The unassigned one. Japan's also at war with Russia. Transamur's at war with them. Japan's not allied to Transamur though. So no, they're not. Denmark turns to autocracy. As the Second Weltkrieg wages on in the European theatre, the smaller Reichspakt-aligned nation of Denmark has been in the crisis of its own. The Danish parliament has been gridlocked for weeks in the future of their nation in this new landscape. Fed up with the inability of the government to reach a satisfactory conclusion, King Christian X has been using his leadership of the Danish army dissolved the democratic institutions of Denmark and has thrown his full weight in the Danish society behind the Reichspak's interests. Widespread protests have taken place across the nation as German garrisons send troops to assist local police and militia in quelling the masses. While this decision comes as a shock to almost all who have been watching the Danish situation, there is no question now where Jutland Peninsula's loyalty lies. Long live the king! Am I in a position to push back, I wonder? No. No, we're not. Stop. This is a silly plan. Whoever thought that. Silly.